Hello everybody and welcome to the Null Zone. This is the Tar Zone and we're here to do Dot and Bubble. We're going to do a reaction. I didn't do it last night because, to be quite honest with you, I wasn't feeling it. I'm not feeling this season, if I'm being honest. But I won't be told by fans out there that I shouldn't watch if I don't like it. Look, at the bottom line is, right, and I'm going to say it again. Now, I haven't seen any of the reviews for this, so I've actually stayed, believe it or not, I've avoided spoilers for this one. Because, you know, that's the way I want it to be. That's why we were doing them when they actually just dropped, so I'd avoid spoilers. But there doesn't seem to be that much interest in Doctor Who, that there's not many spoilers going around as there was even during the Jodie Whittaker era. It's like as if it's completely dead now. But I'm not going to have fans out there, right, tell me that I shouldn't watch if I don't like it. I'm also not going to have fans telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the ratings. And there are a lot of YouTubers out there that are spinning these ratings so hard it's actually embarrassing now. It's actually embarrassing. Right? No matter how you spin this, the ratings are absolutely awful. Right? And there are factors to this, and there's a simple reason why. Right? And the simple reason is so far we have not gotten decent Doctor Who. It's the bottom line. Okay? So you can make the excuses all you want about TV habits changing and all of this. The AI and all is apparently is a disgrace as well, right? So I don't know how you're going to spin if the AI is down into the 70s. I'd love to see how you all spin that, right? Because there is no spin in it. The bottom line is that RTD came back, and the way it was framed and the way it was put, he was coming back to save Doctor Who. Well, if this is saving Doctor Who, and if you find what you've been given so far acceptable, and remember, 73 yards was the halfway point of this fourth season of RTD's new era. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, it has been, you know what, even saying average, I think I'm being too generous there. I would have to say that this has been very poor level of Doctor Who. And there's not enough in this, as far as I'm concerned, there's not enough in this so far, as far as I'm concerned, to justify the big budget, to justify, you know, people praising this up to the hilt as much as they actually have. I mean, the overpraise of this is unbelievable. And it's either that or you have sold out. And I'm sorry, I'll say it again, right? Fans should expect better. Right? Because if this is the level that you are willing to say, yeah, we're okay, we're happy with that, well, then that's what you're going to get for the next few years. You're going to get that level of shite. Right? And as far as I'm concerned, that's not up to standard. All right? Now, I haven't watched this episode. We'll see what happens in this episode. But I'm pretty sure, like the rest of them, it's going to have a strong message and it's going to be absolutely rubbish. Right? 73 yards had, even though I said it was the best thing that he has done this season, it still had glaring plot holes. The messaging was strong, and you know, the fact of the matter is basically when you analyze 73 yards, what was the whole fucking point of it if you're not going to explain why people were running away when the old lady was telling them whatever? And the fact that RTD's come out and said that he's never going to explain that, well, that's the kind of stupid, lazy writing that you've got now. Because back in the day, that would have been explained. That would have been a whole plot point. Do you know what I mean? But now he just throws things in and expects the audience, according to him, the audience, make up your own mind. So what would make those people run about? That shouldn't be up to us to decide what that old lady has said. That's just pure lazy writing, right? But he gets praised for stuff like that. It's lazy. It's lazy. And if you accept laziness, you're going to continue to get laziness with Doctor Who. It's as simple as that. You're going to continue to get the messaging. And you're going to continue to get the poor stories. We got Connor in the chat. We got Bobby D in the chat as well. I'm about to post this up on Twitter now because Twitter is not working on StreamYard at the moment. So just let me top up me coffee and we'll get this shit show on the road and see what this story is like. I'm doing it early because I want to finish early because, you know, I don't want the rest of the day ruined. So that's why I said I'll do it the afternoon, but it's late afternoon now, I suppose, but still, you know. And we got Josh in the chat as well. So welcome. Now, guys, listen to me. I haven't seen this, right? So if you've seen it, please do me a favour, right? I know some of you will be dying to give some plots away if there is any, or tell me what's happening in the episode. But if you could, please just refrain from doing that, you know. Just obviously, I'm going to be talking. I'll tell you what part it's at. And then if you've got a comment to make on that particular scene, then do that. But don't tell me anything that happens ahead because, you know, yeah, be fair. You know what I mean? I know some of you are not happy with Doctor Who. I'm not happy with Doctor Who, but I still want to watch it. Do you know what I mean? I still don't want to be spoiled. I still want to give it a go, you know. And again, I just want to point out that, you know, for all these fans telling us not to watch, well, you know, I sat through all of Jodie Whittaker's era, and it looks like I'm going to be sitting through another bad era. Don't ever say that I'm a fake fan or I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I'm more of a fan than you guys, because if Doctor Who went back to some sort of normality and start actually writing some sci-fi shows or sci-fi stories, you guys would run for the hills straight away because it's not pushing the message for you guys, right? So don't ever question our loyalty to this show, because in fairness, a lot of fans have walked away. I decided not to, and I won't walk away, right? But I'm not going to sit here and say that it's brilliant if it's not brilliant. I'm going to criticize it, and that's the bottom line. And if people have a problem with that, and if people, you know, have a problem that we're saying that this is the lowest rated show, it is the lowest rated show. And you could say that they're waiting. First it was, they're waiting on the 7th day. Then it was, we're waiting on this, that, and the other. Now it's the 28 consolidated figures, you are all saying. Fuck off, right? That's all I'm going to say. Stop with your spin. You know it's bad. But instead of admitting it, right, well, I don't know what it is, which is maybe you still want it to go as toxic as it did during the Whittaker era, right? That's fine. I get it. But don't outright lie when you know it's a lie that this show is rating crap. Anyway, I've got my earphones in. Let's get this dot and bubble shit down. Let's see. Press play. I press play. Here we go. Right. And we are. I'll pause it. I'll do a countdown if anybody is watching it with me. Oh, here we go. We got ads now. We did. This annoys me. We didn't have ads for the last one, but we had ads for last week's one. This is going to be shit, man. I'm going to have ads all the way through this shit now. Oh. Right, we still have 10 seconds to go. Right, here we go. I'll tell you, American ads are weird. Right, we got the Disney logo. We got the BBC logo. And I'm going to pause it right there. Right, so if you're watching with me, I'm about to do the press 1 in the chat. If not, if you aren't watching, just press 0 real quick. so we can get this show on the fucking road. If you are watching with me, I'll do the countdown 5 to 0, press play and all that bollocks, and then we will. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. A 45-minute episode. Wow. So yes, right. So Daniel's in the chat. We got the Wolf and the Storm in the chat, and Dark Donny is also in the chat. Right, let's get this show on the road. Right, so I'll just do the countdown real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm pressing play now. Here we go. Right, so we got some blonde chick in the bed. Mm-mm. Oh, this was the one with the slug creature. Oh. This is gonna do my head in. It's already doing me head in. Oh look, a bloke with makeup. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely fantastic. Oh, there's another bloke with makeup. Is every bloke in this gonna have makeup now? Is that what we're doing, RTD? Do you hate straight guys or something? Do you hate straight people or something? And maybe people should start asking you that question. Do you hate straight people? Do you all hate straight people? Like, seem to have a problem with straight people. What the hell is this shit, man? Dr. P. Oh my god, you can imagine all these little J bots and Gen X loving this shit. There, another bloke with makeup. Wow. Oh, there's the doctor. Wow. Wow. This is what our show has been reduced to. Wow. Right, we're at the the intro, the fucking theme. Do 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 do. Do. This is the best thing about this episode so far. Zombie box reviews in the chat as well. Right, so they're living in a bubble world. So the dome. Wow, man, seriously. So basically, the bubble is distracting them from everything. They've done this in Black Mirror, and it was better. I mean, Just wait, it gets dark real feckin' frickin' fast. Right. Wow. I said about Ruby last week. She carried 73 yards. It's just a pity the story wasn't great, but it's not a great look for your show when it's Doctor Light 2 episodes in a row. Right, there's an ad. We walk and then we play is where it ended. Right, we got a 2 minute ad this time. Zombie Box Review said, though, this episode was better than I thought it would be. I still think RTD and Shooty are a pair of bellends. I was left happy instead of deflated after the episode for the first time so far this era. Okay, you'll see towards the end, amazing potential companion and wonderful person, just, and then we got a cry emoji. So what I'm getting from people in the chat is that everybody actually seem to like this episode, but because obviously what's come before and the things that he said, the show is actually suffering. So even if he does do a good episode, but Dark Donny says he thought this episode was shite. RTD still has writing chops, but he squanders most of that with his political ideology. Right, we're back. Okay. It's not even about the monster. Okay. Okay, so the slug creature is eating. Wow. I thought it was powerful and gut wrenching. Are people hating or loving the ending as me? I thought it was incredible. I also see why people hate it based off what has happened. Oh my god, okay. Well, let me concentrate on this then. I have to say, so far, besides me being annoyed that all the blokes have makeup on them, I mean, so far, it started off a bit cringe, but it's gotten better. I won't lie. But imagine living in a world like that, though. I mean, with the bubble technology, the dot bubble, like you'd be literally drones. There'd be no point. Your existence would be. Oh, hold on. Oh, because she's being used in the bubble, she does not have to. So they don't know how to walk without the arrows because they depend on the bubble so much. Oh, Oh, right. So we let her go. Right. So she's out on the street. Right. So all the slugs are eating them up, but have ignored her. Wow. Oh, Mrs. Twist again. They're in the same room. Oh, that's brilliant. Why is he calling her babes though? Shoot, you don't do that. When you don't talk like that, you're actually good. Man, fuck's sake, RTD, why didn't you just let him play the way he wanted to play it, which was properly? Oh, well, some of our friends are offline now. Oh, the Cooper one has gone. Not that I give a fuck about any of these characters. Do you know what's taking me off? It's the people with the screens, your man there with doing the wavy girl arms. Will you leave it out, man? What happened with being macho, man? Oh, right, we got another ad. But the slug people are there. And even though, see, again, you can tell they're CGI. I mean, the CGI is good, but it just feels out of place because obviously, like, we saw the puppets and obviously the CGI them then after the fact. But it just looks a little bit out of place. I don't know what it is. But do you know what? This is I mean, it's certainly fascinating. But again, we don't know what the motivate. See, this is what we're calling. What's the maybe we will find out at the end. But what's the motivation of all of this? What's behind this? And what's the reason that kids and our rich families send them to this fucking island? Did they do something bad? Are the kids actually evil, or is there something else? All right, here we go. We're back. She's walking now. Oh, this was the scene that we saw. Oh, she's after walking into a lamppost because she can't walk without the arrows. Actually, this is actually she's good at doing this. But this is where we see her with the slug. There, look. Like the CGI looks great, but it just kind of looks out of place. I don't know what it is. See, Doctor Who is not supposed to look this good. No, one of the slugs is. Oh, oh. Oh, Ricky September. He doesn't have the makeup on now. So it must be a filter or something. Oh, oh my God, she's never hugged anybody. That's. Oh, she's never. He's apologizing for holding her hand. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I did say at the start, but some of you have come in a bit late. So this is my first time watching this episode. So I didn't do it like I normally do when it drops. So I wasn't in the humor feeling it. So try not give spoilers ahead. So the fella and your woman are in the building now. Oh, why is his face all of a sudden changed? Oh, the home world is. So hang on, their parents don't exist. Is that what I'm getting by that? The slugs have invaded the home world. Oh, she can run all of a sudden, though. I mean, come on, RTD, a little bit of consistency here, you know? It's not much to ask. She still should be a little bit ropey. Yeah, you're right, because he said, look, these are the old days where they had to do manual labour. And she turns around and says, oh, yeah, I get chapping. Wow. Gothic Paul got eaten. For fuck's sake, even the names are dumb. It does start to highlight how easy Gen Z have it, though. I don't care what they say. I mean, they moan so much, and yet their lives, they're living in the utopia that we wanted. We wanted that shit when we were growing up, but we didn't have it. What's wrong? What? Right. They died in alphabetical order. Oh, okay, she's gone. One of the slugs gonna come out the door when he opens the keypad. When he opens the door, I bet you, or something. Watch. No, no, the daughter's trying to kill her now. No. Oh, the chain. She ratted on him. She actually ratted on him. Wow. Oh, he's dead. Wow. What a bitch. Wow. What a cow. But that's typical of Gen X, though. Another ad. But that's what they do. They literally screw over their own granny. Wow. She is what? You little ratchet. He actually saved you. And then you go and stab him in the back like that. You little scumbag. Seriously, man. She let Ricky September die. What a fucking cow. What a cow. He even calmed her down and all he did and showed her how to walk, and she does that on him. You dirty little rotter. But that's Gen Z for you. That's Gen Z for you, man. They literally sell their own granny. Right, 30 seconds left. I'd be leaving her to die. No way, man. No, in fairness, actually, I know he's only had to be in there for a few. If he had been in this whole episode proper, like his death would have more of an impact. But I did like him. I did like Ricky. Fucking bastard. Look at her. Get away. I hope one of these slugs eat you. She just walked past the doctor and Ruby as well. Wow, what a lion cow. What a lion cow. There's a reason why they're there, man. They're probably they did their parents knew they were little bastards and threw them down there. He's gone to the sky. Yeah, I said Gen Z, not Gen X. Gen Z. Why is he so desperate to get them into the TARDIS? Wow. So they were little bastards. I was right. So basically, you're not worth saving. He's trying to save you, but it's not worth saving. Oh, is he going to cry again? No, no, he's not going to cry. He's just a bit pissed. He's laughing. He doesn't know how to react. In fairness, I do like his costume now. See, this is what he should be wearing. It suits him. It actually suits him. That's the costume, man. Look at that. That actually suits him. He is proper angry, isn't he? So they're obviously going to get their comeuppance. Oh, he is crying. Fuck's sake. All right, we don't even see them die. Oh, it's the Bridgerton episode next week. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, oh, that's going to be absolute. Oh, my God. Oh, I mean, oh, it's just. Again, it's like one of these that okay, there's someone people's lives are in danger, right? But the thing about it is none of these people are likable. You know, so when the doctor's crying for them, I'm not actually feeling for them. I'm like, yeah, I hope the slugs do get the little wankers. Like, Shooty was better in this episode. I just wish they'd knocked the babes shit out and all of that other rubbish. Millie again, brilliant in this episode. Like, I mean, what she was given, brilliant. I mean, the girl, she was actually, you know, until she completely changed, she became a selfish fucking little cow. I mean, up until a point, she was actually all right, you know, but still didn't really give a shit whether she lived or died because the character impact is not, you know, you're not feeling these characters. That's the thing. Um, but is this an improvement on 73 yards? I would have to say, yeah, but just slightly. Again, you know, he seems to be doing this thing where he's not explaining things. Like, for example, when what's his face? What's the singer fella? What's his name? Ricky September, right? When he goes to the home world, he sees the slugs there. Okay, so the slugs are on the home world, but how did they get on the home world? Did the planet get invaded? What? Like, I mean, he's not explaining things. I'm not saying he has to explain that the planet was taken out. We can kind of get that, but add a bit extra context to it. You know what I mean? Don't just like, you know, brush it off. Do you know what I mean? And then the end, oh no, we're gonna fight for our own. You know, they're not in the planet again. Saying, oh, they're not there anymore. She's gone up to the sky. But yeah, you know, why did they invade the planet? Why did they need the kids? None of this is explained. Do you know what I mean? None of this is actually explained. And this is the issue that we have with RTD and this here Doctor Who. It seems like things that he used to try and explain back in the day, he didn't always get it right, by the way. But at least he feckin' tried. Here, he's not even trying. He's not even trying to connect dots. And again, this is why this kind of falls apart. You know, I was expecting a lot of politics in this, to be quite honest with you, and we didn't really get that. We did, Cinnamon rightly said. I mean, I think it is a bit of a dig at Gen X. You know, he's supposed to be the big, not Gen Z, I mean Gen Z. It is a little bit of a dig at Gen Z, but I mean, you know, that's who he's pandering to with this. So I don't get what he's trying to do here. I mean, because that's scene where they go into, they used to do manual labor back in the day. It was very hard work. And then she goes, oh, well, I get chapping on me hands. Like, you know, it's definitely taking the piss out of them. But again, you know, you don't feel anything for any of these kids. You know, and Ricky September, he's not even in it that long. But, like, he had more character development than any of them, and he was only on screen for it. And then they kill him. Then they kill him. It's not woke. It was just rubbish in my view. I mean, I won't go as far as to say it was rubbish. I mean, but it's like everything. This had huge potential, and I just think he squandered it. None of the characters are likable except for Ricky September. Let's be honest about it. You know, he's the only likable character. The rest of them are selfish and hollow, and we found out they're self-centered, like. And I know Black Mirror kind of did this kind of concept before, and they did do it better. But, you know, again, there was potential there for RTD to add something to it. Do you know what I mean? He could have really done something very clever. And instead, he just leaves a lot of unanswered questions. But anyway, look, I'll think on this until Wednesday anyway. It'll be interesting to see what the reaction is of people. But look, all I'm just going to say again, you know, one last time before I leave here, there's certain YouTubers out there and certain accounts out there that seem to want to start trouble again by having a dig at fans for calling out the ratings, or having a dig at fans because they don't like it and telling them not to watch. It's none of your business, right? At the end of the day, you are the ones that have an issue, not us, right? Because you guys are the ones that decide to respond, right? So if you like this rubbish that they call Doctor Who and you want to lower and you're okay with lowering your standards, you go ahead and knock yourself out. But the rest of us are not going to lower our standards and never will lower our standards. So, you know, cut the shit out is basically what I'm saying. Because we're not going to go through the same shit that we went through during the Jodie Whittaker era. We're not going to have the toxicity flying around that we had the last time, because it didn't do anybody good. Now, if some of our channels are not doing well and you need the toxicity, I suggest that you go and pick on other people instead of picking on fans. Okay? Sick and tired of these are nonsense. Right? Sick and tired of the spin. Sick and tired of the fact that some of you have sold out. Right, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and we know who you are anyway. These are all little sellouts. You won't call this out for what it is, right? This is another disappointment, right? We're 5 episodes, 6 episodes. What's it? 6 episodes in. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Right? So, you know, I try to be fair. Listen, I'm not coming on here to bash it for the sake of bashing it. There are elements that I like in this, like I did in 73 Yards. The problem is the execution on both episodes has been poor. It's been very poor. And fans need to start fucking wising up now. We're 6 episodes in, guys. Do you know how long are fans going to keep holding it? Oh, next week will get better. Next week will get better. We've only got 2 weeks left. Anyway, I'll give the missus back her computer because she was kind enough to let me watch it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Go ahead, love.
No, it's just I want my Doritos, so I need to.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up now. Yeah. See, that's her way of telling me to wrap up. Anyway, that's what I mean, Liam. It does. It feels completely pointless. I think that's the best comment here tonight. That's what it is. That's what it is. It feels pointless. It feels hollow. There's not any real substance to it. I don't know, man. You know, as I said, when all the episodes drop, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna whoever wants to be on the panel, but I'm gonna get everybody to watch the episodes again, binge watch the whole lot over a couple of days, and then we're gonna come on and give a season overview. But again, next week's episode, I mean, I don't. It just feels awful. Exactly. Who was behind it all? Who programmed the slugs? What year was it? Was it on Earth? Nothing explained. Exactly. So far, this season has been. Let me say. I like to give everybody so far this season has been good, not great. This episode was not great, and maybe given more time, it would have been better. I mean, if you take the seasons being good, that's what I love about this Doctor Who fandom. We all have different tastes, I suppose, and different levels of what we think is good. But I think this has been very poor overall. There's been a lot of potential there, but it's squandered by someone who is not a sci-fi writer. Listen, the bottom line is we got to face the facts here. In 2005, his first era, it didn't matter that RTD wasn't a sci-fi writer. Doctor Who needed to do something different to come back, and it did, right? And it was amazing, right? And nothing will ever change that. But we're in a different climate now. People expect Doctor Who now to go back to its sci-fi roots because of the shit that we've had over the last few years, right? This kind of stuff is not going to wash now with Doctor Who fans, right? And I think the audience is actually reflecting that anyway, right? So, you know, Disney, Bad Wolf and BBC have a decision to make here. Either season 2 and you have already course corrected. Maybe you have. I'm not saying you have or haven't, but maybe you have. But you need to do something fast because this is sinking faster than the Titanic, and that's all I will say. But look, plenty to think about on this episode. The best thing about it is I leave it to midweek to do me review because it gives me plenty of time to think about, and the panelists plenty of time to think about what they just watched. Maybe watch it again as well. You know what I mean? And then do a review. But I hope you have enjoyed it. I just want to say enjoy the rest of our weekend, and you know, moving forward, I might actually, that's what I might do. We'll see. I think this is the Bridgerton episode, then we got 2 more, isn't there? Disney say it's the 6th episode, but I think in reality it's in the 5th episode, isn't it? They count the Christmas special. So, like, we're over halfway now. So, you know, people have to start, you know, coming to the realization that, you know, this show is not doing what it should. Anyway, I'll watch it again before the as Cinnamon said there, he's going to watch again. I'll definitely watch again, just to see if I missed that first time round. But I doubt I'm pretty good when I'm watching these episodes anyway, even if I'm doing the watch along. You know, Doctor Who fans, we could see through all the glaring, you know, stupidity that's going on. But anyway, listen, enjoy our weekend. We'll be back again next week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Until then, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And we'll see you for the next one. Have a good one, folks. I'm off now. Got a few hours now, I think, before the Champions League final. So it's the last bit of football, because I won't be watching the Euros because Ireland are not part of it. Don't really give a crap, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, so bit of a chill night. Anyway, good night, folks. Have a good one. See you for the next one.